Power, powder, respect. I want that money and power and powder. From the theme song to Tommy's character, straight to the point. No BS, no games. We talking season 2, episode 1 of Power Book 4, Force. Before I get too deep in, allow me to introduce myself. I am your humble and most honorable host, Real, and this episode is brought to you by Bourbon and Coke. Diet Coke, because I'm old. You know what I'm saying? Old school. Power Book 4, Force. It's dope, right? It's dope. It's got everything you like from the original Power. Drugs, drug dealers, crime bosses, crime peons, sex, murder, murder, luxury, style, people behaving badly, and of course one of our Power favorites, Tommy. Things take place in Chicago. Though I have to admit, as the Shy watcher also, and seeing some of the characters from the Shy over here, some in very different roles, it's taken me a second to adjust my eyes. Adjust your pupils to see a dead boy walk. Let's jump in, shall we? So we start off with Tommy, reminiscing on Liliana, chilling in the crib, the way brothers do in our drawers. Tommy got a bowl of cereal on the table, a gang of spilled Lucky Charms. He got a gang of spilled Lucky Charms on the table, sipping on a 32 of some liquor. Looked like all Tommy been eating is cereal. Tommy looked like he on one right about now. He hearing Liliana Ghost in the form of Cali Ranks talking about kill them all, take it, come kill them. Kill them all, represent, kid. He like, yeah, I'ma kill them all. Chicago is mine. I'm like, cool. But Tommy, maybe you might want to wait till tomorrow, because that milk and that liquor do not go. Unless it's that good Kahlua. Now see, that's different. That's a liqueur. But he ain't had that. He had milk and liquor. You don't want to be out here worrying about what's going to pop off first. Your gun or your head. Yo, Tommy got a dangerous concoction brewing right now he ain't even aware of. But did Tommy listen to me? Nah. He go out and find his first Flynn victim. He was on that energy too. Cut the dude face. Got the info about where the Flynns were held up. Then finished him. Did a fatality on old boy. Finish him. Pushed a knife through that dude's throat. Tommy like a powder keg right now. Super explosive. Catches up with his bro JP, his nephew D-Mac, and his mom Kate. They chilling up in the spot. Offers his mom a little something for her troubles. For old time's sake. You know Kate like a little scratch and sniff. She like, I'm good, I'm clean. Now this is interesting, because if you watch the Power series, you know Kate got down with the white lines, vision, dreams of passion. Feds trying to figure out what's what with the Flynns, trying to figure out who Tommy is. At this point, all they got is a pic. They don't know who Tommy is. They just know his face. Know he be around some stuff, and some stuff be around him. AUSA Stacy a.k.a. Dre from The Shy. Want to know who this man is by the end of the week. She tell her team get on it. They wind up tracking him and getting some prints off his car door handle. They find out his name, find out he's supposed to be dead, and based on that info, a task force is now what the feds are requesting. Seeing that he's associated with everybody bad, Diamond and Jenard go their separate ways with their separate but equal crews. From that bad CBI split, they dead in the other. They both like that mofo dead to me. Jenard like kill them mofos on sight if they roll up on y'all streets. Why they do Jenard ear like that though? Jenard ear look like a burnt bagel bite. Diamond ain't going that far. He ain't talking about kill his brother. But he did say they were the enemy. Diamond telling them to play. He like territory is changing. Everything north of the Tasty Freeze is CBI territory. One of the dudes in Diamond crew, Chewy, he like, hold up. We lose our best spots and I can't play spades with Jenard no more? What's really hood, Diamond? And who the hell is this Casper the Friendly Ghost looking dude by your side? Tommy like, I ain't no ghost. Upon and continued display of his desire to establish his own identity from his old partner Ghost. He like, I ain't no ghost, but I can be friendly. Or I can make things really bad for you. Chewy, or Chewbacca, whatever your name is. Immediate tension flare up between Tommy and Chewy. Diamond like, this Tommy, and he run this crew with me. Tommy break out the bricks, talking them discount prices. Everybody else grinning like jackals at this point at the thought of 31 a key versus the old price of 34. But old Chewy sensitive ass got his feelings hurt, talking crazy to the new boss. He hit Diamond like, yo, slavery over. You already knew Chewy was going to be a problem. Chewy thinking it might be sweeter with Jenard. Meanwhile, Jenard explaining to his right-hand man that they low on money. They low on men. They low on product. They can't even make the re-up. Mofo, what? Jenard like, sell it quick or we going to have a problem with McDowell. El Jefe. El Diablo. Tommy tell Diamond he about to kill all the Flynns. Diamond like, you going to have to do your dirt all by your lonely. Because my P.O. got me hemmed up. But I do have a meeting with Garcia about the re-up. Tommy like, cool. I'm going to need to be there. That's non-negotiable. Diamond like, I don't know if that's a good idea. He don't know you. And most folk don't like new folk showing up to the party. You could be the feds, a snitch, or other. Might not be a good idea if you show up. You might have to sit this one out, Tommy. Tommy like, nope. Brendan Doyle pay Walter Flynn a visit. He like, last season, Dublin sent a gang of men for your fight. Not one person made it back home alive. He slid Walter a napkin, said, this is the price you're going to have to pay for peace. Victor Flynn, Lowell Flynn, still struggling with the loss of his boo, killed by his pops last season. 'Cause she wasn't Irish? 'Cause she was black? His new boo is also brown, though. She a tall drink of water, too. I mean, she a tall drink of bourbon. Diamond P.O. is on his ass. He can't even fart without this dude checking to see if it stinks. Diamond last P.O. was on that CBI payroll. So he trying to make sure he's the complete opposite. Or maybe he trying to drive such a hard bargain that he also get put on that payroll. I don't know. Tommy go hunting. Walter gathers Vic and Claudia. Let them know he took care of Dublin so they can all come out of hiding once they take care of Tommy. They get to scheming on doing their own thing, Claudia and Vic. Claudia got that ace in the hole with that Dahlia. That dungeon Dahlia. Tommy buys his brother a bar. You know, JP dying to get his hands dirty. They had him in the dungeon last season, cooking up that Dahlia. But JP's thankful for the gift. Speaking of Dahlia, Claudia got the good doctor caged up like a slave in that drug lab. Surprised she ain't got her naked with the titties out. She like, look, let me just give you the formula. I want out. It stink up in here. Ain't no clocks. The light is always on sewage green. And I ain't had a bath in weeks. Plus my mama's birthday coming up. Claudia like, don't get uppity with me. What size drawers you wear? I'll pick you up some clean drizzles and a toothbrush. 'Cause ain't no getting out for you. You ain't about to ruin all my dreams. And yes, you do stink. Jenard go visit Chewy on the b-ball court. You know, Jenard feeling some kind of way. He lost half his men. And this dude can barely make the re-up. He like, I'll give you $500 off whatever you paying Diamond. Plus Happy Meals for you and your crew every Friday before 5. Chewy hit him with the 26 a brick. And we get Happy Meals on Friday? Oh, say less. Now, I ain't no Bill Nye the Science guy. But Chewy went from 31 a brick down to 26. A whole 5G. Now, Jenard offered 500 less plus 10% on top, which is probably somewhere around 27, 28. I don't know. I am not a mathematician. But Chewy finessed that joint. He like, let's get this money, G. Diamond. See, that's why Jenard broke now. That's why his ass broke now. Can't afford them prices. Jenard doing? Jenard make his way up to see Miguel. He get greeted by one of the boss men's henchmen. I'm like, okay, what is up with dude's menace? Then I realized dude ain't had no eyebrows. I'm like, somebody in the back getting tased with a cigarette lighter from a Ford F-250, just screaming. Jenard hit Hefe real confident, like he had his money and a tip. He like, I'm a little light on the re-up. Miguel like, you got till Friday, or you gonna be missing some eyebrows, kneecaps, fingers, teeth. You gonna be messed up in the game, G. Jenard got some real problems at this point. He got Merkovic hitting him up. I think that's how you say it, Merkovic. He trying to get down with Claudia and Dahlia, asking Claudia to bankroll him up on that. She like, F up out of here. Get up out of here, you broke. Tommy and Diamond roll up to see FA after Jenard. They giving Tommy a hard time. They like, who's the gringo? Miguel like, you come to me to short me like your little bro? They trying to get a rap. Miguel and Diamond. Tommy like, look, damn this. We want double the product. They like, get him out of here. Get the gringo out of here. Put him in the back. They put Tommy in the back. That's where he meets Miguel's sister, Mireya. Now Tommy trying to get his holler on. Subtly, but he trying to get it on. She hit him with that. You don't want none of this. Nah, you don't want none of this, G. I can't cook. I'm rude. I got 5 kids. My family has killed every last homie that put a lip on me. Diamond confirms. He like the graveyard is full of her interests. Miguel tell Diamond they got beef with the Serbs. He also tell him that Tommy's cool to come around, but you got to keep him in line. After they leave, we see Mireya prepping a big-ass 1952 insulin needle. We're like, damn, what's she about to do with that? She plucking it? She stabbed the shit out of Miguel with that big-ass syringe, giving him some insulin. I'm like, damn, he must have super diabetes. Jenard go pick up an envelope from Shanti, little shorty who run a gym on the CBI payroll. She's decided to side on Jenard's team. He like, you a bad. She like, I got you. She looked like she want to give it to him too. Jenard looking like, okay, I know I hit you with that compliment, but the vibe is a little weird. I'm going to bounce. Tommy talking about taking out the connects and being the connect in Chicago. Tommy on that New York for show. Tommy stay on one. Diamond like, well, that would mean the Serbs and Miguel gotta die. Duh. They get the word that Claudia got that dungeon Dahlia out in the streets again, which is a problem for them. Competition for their product. Tommy shut all that down. Had JP put the recipe on the net, so everybody had to break down. Remember when Tommy and Claudia was cool? Had JP up in the lab cooking that dungeon Dahlia. She ran down to that lab hot. Put one right in the good doctor forehead. Bow! Tommy check up on his nephew D-Mac. He like, I'm trying to glue up this shot wound and get back in them screeds. D-Mac schooled Tommy to how they selling drugs using social media. D-Mac show a dude up on TikTok. Tommy like, oh, youngin' getting that nay-nay off. D-Mac like, fuck the nay-nay. Look at the emojis. Jazz hands, snowman, blue heart, yellow moon, orange stars, and a lollipop. Tommy like, what the fuck does that mean? D-Mac like, he's saying he's selling that wacky weed at the sub shop on Poplar Grove. And Lucky Charms on 10th and Edmondson at the Icy Truck in front of the record store. He like, Unc, y'all old folk getting left behind. Bring me in. I'm a beast on TikTok and Snapchat. Tommy running to Mireya again at the bus stop. She waiting on the bus. Tommy trying to give her a ride, but she moving like she not interested at all. I mean, she moved like she a little interested, but she gonna keep it moving on this one. You already know Tommy gonna get that. You already know it. He run into Mireya again when D-Mac wound get infected, and they gotta go to the ER. He get the call to come to the hospital. Turns out they at the hospital. They at the hospital where Mireya worked. So she helps usher D-Mac into the ER. Gets him in good order. Tommy thanks her and watches her walk away. She is greeted by an ass slap from a dude in scrubs. Tommy, Diamond, and crew out on the block when Merkovich come around to claim territory. This is territory Jenard said they could have. Crew wasn't having none of that. They like, we ain't going nowhere. You better take that up with Jenard. He's selling territory that ain't his. Serbs roll up on Jenard and get to hemming him up. They tell him to get them what they were promised, or he gonna push up some daisies, or lilacs, or daffodils. His day ends with a knock at the door from Shanti from the gym, who politely hands him another envelope and some late night ass. Vic tells Claudia he out, feeling like Claudia messed things up with Dahlia. Paulie, Walter's right-hand man, tells Walter he may want to sell some assets to Doyle. Walter old school, he like, nah, gear up for war, player. Diamond tells Tommy that Chewie has flipped over to Jenard's side. Tommy like, I guess he ain't, guess them Happy Meals was hitting. In quick turnaround time, Tommy flips Chewie's ass like a book page. Now, if you didn't know how Tommy rolled, you should have known the beef was on when Tommy rolled up on him, greeting him like, hey, little man. You don't greet nobody like little man, especially when he a drug dealer. Chewie poker face needed some work all episode. He stay grimaced up. He grimaced up before he got his hand on his gun talking smack. Yeah, I got a problem. Tommy easily puts 2 in Chewie chest. And the cherry on top to his dome. Boom. Game over. See you next week.